Hey mama, welcome to this class. I'm not quite sure what to call it yet, to be honest, because I'm just gonna go with the flow. My reality is I was going to film certain classes, but I'm having a bad day. So I decided that I was just gonna turn the camera on, and we're definitely gonna do some breathing exercises, some pranayama, and probably one or two restorative poses just to calm the nervous system. So if you're like me, at any stage in pregnancy with these hormones going crazy, and we know that life does not stop, that sometimes you just have a bad day. And it's okay, you know? I'm learning that now, being about 7 months into my pregnancy, that sometimes I just have to cry it out and allow myself to cry it out, and that's okay. And then those bad days, I don't feel like doing much else. So we're going to just do a little bit of breathing, do a little bit of restorative, and just allow ourselves to be in our feelings. And that is totally okay. And yes, we're just going to allow it. Okay, let's get going. Okay, let's begin in a seated position. All I want to do is lie down right now, but I'm forcing myself into this seated position, lifting the spine, and find whatever is comfortable for you. So maybe you're resting in a hero's pose supported on a block, or you're in an easy seat like me on top of a cushion. So just find what's comfortable. And then let's rest our eyes closed. Maybe a big sigh. And just let everything go for this moment. Any distractions, any checklists, anything that your feelings and your hormones are throwing at you, anything that life is throwing at you, just let it go. For me right now, our house has been under construction for about 5 to 6 weeks, and it keeps getting delayed, and it's just been very frustrating because I would like to put together a nursery, you know? So feeling a little ungrounded, unrooted in my home space right now. And so I'm going to leave that. I'm just going to leave it, and I'm going to sit here and we're going to breathe together. Let's take 3 big inhales in through the nose first, and then with a big sigh out from the mouth, okay? Inhale in from the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Again, inhaling deeply through the nose. Relax the jaw, sigh out the mouth. And again, inhaling through the nose as deep as you can. Open the mouth and release. So now I want to bring us through some ujjayi breath, just so we can even out our inhales and exhales. When I'm having a bad day, I tend to hyperventilate kind of, and then I'm crying. So we all know that pranayama is a great way to regulate emotions, nervous system, and everything. So we're just going to start with some ujjayi breath. So with the lips closed, breathing in and out through the nose, if that's available to you. If you need to breathe out the mouth, feel free to, of course. But we want to create a little bit of warmth, a little bit of energy with that ujjayi breath, and then to balance out and begin to calm. So let's just take a breath to prepare, just a normal breath. And then with the shoulders relaxed, inhale through the nose for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now go ahead and release that breath and just sit with it for a second. Again, if your eyes are closed, observe how that felt for you. You might feel that you need to take a longer, slower breath. That might have been a little too long for you, my count. You might want to do a 3 count. So just sit with it and see how that felt. But but we're going to do 10 of these breaths together. So I'm not going to count, I'm going to do it with you because I want you to just go inside. I want you to go in and focus, but we're going to do 10 of these breaths, okay? So let's rest our eyes closed and then leave our hands. You can face them down on your lap if you need to feel grounded, which is how I'm feeling right now, or if you're open and want to receive, you can face your palms up, okay? So let's go ahead and do 10 of these breaths, and then I'll bring us into our next exercise after that. Okay, and then once you've finished your 10 breaths, go ahead and blink the eyes open. I just want to take a second to observe anything that you noticed during those 10 breaths. So perhaps as you continued throughout all 10 breaths, maybe your breathing slowed down. Hopefully you noticed that you started to slow down a little. But also pay attention when you're doing these exercises, is your jaw relaxed? Is your forehead, your third eye relaxed? Are your shoulders crunching up into your ears? So these are some things that I notice, and I have to consciously go, oh, my jaw is tensed again. Let me relax it as I'm breathing. Oh, I'm squeezing my forehead. Let me relax. So these are some awareness exercises you can do as you're breathing. And honestly, I probably do just what we just did often, just to reset and settle myself down from anything that hormones or feelings or pregnancy or life that can bring up. So now I want to do another round, but now we're going to do an inhale for 3 and an exhale for 6. So we're going to do double. So I'm going to shorten it and I'll guide us through 3. And then again, I'll guide you to find your own count that feels good for you. So this one is really good for calming the nervous system. This is a really good breathing exercise to do at night if you're trying to fall asleep, or if you get that pregnancy insomnia like I do, is an inhale for a certain count and then an exhale for double. So go ahead and take a breath. Let's prepare. And then inhaling through the nose for 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then go ahead and release the breath. Find your natural breath. And then just take a second again to observe how that felt versus that first round. So you may need to even do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, or you might want to do a 4 count in and an 8 count exhale. So we're going to do 5 of these on our own. Okay, so I want you to find a count that works for you. And if you finish before me or after, it's totally fine. I'm going to do the 3 and 6 count in and out through the nose. Okay, so let's begin. And then when you finish your 5, go ahead and blink the eyes open. And again, just take a second to observe how you're feeling now compared to after the first exercise, how you're feeling now compared to how you were feeling when we started this class. I'm already starting to feel better. All right. We're going to do one more. This time we're going to breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. And I want you to feel free to vocalize. And this is something that if you've taken any birthing classes or if you're talking with your birth team, you will start to learn about how relaxing the jaw can actually help you relax the pelvic floor when it is time to give birth. So this is a great exercise that I like to do that helps me practice just completely relaxing. And also I tend to notice that if my jaw is relaxed, my entire body tends to relax because that's just where the tension seems to stem from. So we're going to breathe in through the nose for 3 and then breathe out through the mouth for 6. And you can let that be a sigh, or like I said, you can go ahead and vocalize, but the idea is to make sure the jaw is completely relaxed. And so again, I'll guide us through 3 of those, and then we'll do about 5 of those together, okay? So inhale, exhale to prepare and release. And then inhale through the nose for 1, 2, 3. Exhale through the mouth, sigh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, inhale, 1, 2, 3. Out through the mouth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one together, in 1, 2, 3. And exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so now again, find a count that works for you. You might want to do 4 in, 8 out, just like we did now, 3 in, 6 out, 2 in, 4 out. But I want you to relax the jaw and exhale through the mouth, okay? So let's do 5 on our own, and then again, we'll come back together. All right, and then let's come back into this space together and then think about how it made you feel emotionally to release out the mouth like that. Because I noticed for me, sometimes it can feel very vulnerable to vocalize, but this is something that when you get into labor and you get into that primal state, being very comfortable with vocalizing and relaxing the jaw can really help relax everything in your pelvic region for that big moment. So now I would like to finish off this class in a beautiful restorative reclined butterfly. So I always find this super relaxing. It gets into the hips, it opens up the heart space, opens the throat chakra, and a just nice way to relax and kind of come down if I've been, like I said, having kind of an emotional or like whatever kind of a day. So if you're sitting on a cushion, let's set that off to the side. And then we're gonna probably need some blocks or a pillow and do whatever kind of restorative setup you want to right now. But if you're going to do the pregnancy brain freeze, recline butterfly with me, have 2 blocks. Does that happen to you guys? And then you might have to play with the heights, but we're looking for something like this. Beautiful. And then you can put your bum or your low back right up next to your bolster, or you can use a pillow or a couch cushion or whatever you have here, okay? And then we're just going to lie back. And then find a comfortable place for your heels. Your butterfly might be long or short. You can also extend the legs out. And then just open the palms up, now ready to receive. And then really just settle and sink into this space. Remembering all of that breath work we just did. Finding one of those relaxing breaths here, if you feel the need to allow it to help you relax even further in this posture, or you can just find your natural breath. And honestly, mom, just be, you know, this is a great posture to just kind of let it all go. And I'm nice and open and ready to receive from the universe, ready to receive from my baby, any kind of intuition or intuitive thoughts that come through, just allow them. But we will remain here for about 5 minutes and then we'll close the practice together. So get nice and settled and comfortable. And then I'll leave you to enjoy this restorative reclined butterfly on your own. All right, before we get up, let's bring some life back into this body by taking a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and sigh it out. And then whether you were in a butterfly or had your legs extended, let's go ahead and bend our knees. Adjust the pelvis if need be. It might feel good to windshield wiper the knees back and forth, side to side. And then let's just very slowly, gently come back to a seat. And take a breath or two here. Thank you so much for joining me today on this pranayama journey with a little bit of restorative at the end. I don't know about you, but I sure needed it. And I'm so glad that we could do it together. And if you have not already, please subscribe. I put out new videos every week, so you'll get that notification. And if there's anything you're struggling with, like I was today, just having a bad emotional day, a little bit of trouble with acceptance, please let me know in the comments how I can support you, what other types of classes, pranayama, asana, meditations, anything that I can create for you. I'm happy to be of service. All right, I'll see you next time. Have a good day.